You've been asking for Instant Pot tutorials. We're gonna make 3 kinds of beans today.
Right, and they're cheap, and they're fast, and they're oil-free, and they come out perfect every time.
So let's get to it.
Stick around. So if you're eating a whole food plant-based diet, beans are life.
That's right, and they're full of protein, they're full of fiber, and they're super easy to cook in an Instant Pot.
Right, and there's nothing to be afraid of, hence why we're doing today's video.
Today we'll be making chickpeas, black beans, and black-eyed peas.
And we're gonna show you the cook times because all 3 of them are different.
Right.
And some tips and fun facts, nutritional advice that you need to know about these beans and why it's important to eat them. Okay, so the first bean we're gonna show you is our chickpeas. And we just ran out of hummus and we need to have some chickpeas cooked for our beautiful hummus.
Right, we eat chickpeas almost every day.
I would say every day.
Yep.
Yeah, and before we show you how to make them in the Instant Pot, let's give you some fun facts. So we like to call chickpeas the creamy all-rounder because they're so versatile, right?
They're loaded in protein, fiber, and heart-healthy nutrients, all in one bean.
They have 14.5 grams of protein per cup once they're cooked. They have 12 grams of fiber, which helps support digestion and gut health.
They're on the low glycemic index for steady energy with no sugar spikes.
Great source of iron, manganese, and folate.
Contains healthy complex carbs to keep you satisfied.
We think that these are the most versatile legume. Really, you can blend, you can bake, you can mash, you can roast, you can
do it all.
Make cookies with them, for goodness sakes. So yeah, we love our chickpeas. All right, so here we go. Watch how we make them.
So if you buy a bag at the store, that's a pound. So I've weighed out a pound because we buy ours in bulk. So that's a pound, which is equal to about 2 1/3 cup, which I measured out. So easy enough. We dump these in our Instant Pot. And I pre-boiled some water. You don't have to, just makes things quicker. I'm gonna grab that. And I have 6 cups of water. And then put our lid on our Instant Pot. It's gonna make that funny noise. Then you're gonna lock it. And then this button on the top says venting or sealing. We're gonna turn it to sealing. Now your button might be different, but it's gonna say sealing. And then we go to pressure cook. And we set it to 45 minutes. And that's it. And then it does its thing. So you walk away and then it's going to come up to high pressure with this closed. It's going to cook for 45 minutes. That's heating up. Now it's going to cook for 45 minutes and it's going to beep. And then we're going to let it sit for another 20 minutes before we open this valve. And then you have chickpeas. So easy, so cheap. Instant Pot. So it went up to pressure for 45 minutes and it beeped, beeped. And then we set an alarm for 20 minutes, so that's gone off. So it also counts how many minutes it's been steaming for. So now it's full of pressure. We're going to stand back. I'm going to turn this valve. And the steam's gonna come up and we're gonna wait for this pin to drop and then we can open the lid. Not too steamy. It's a bit steamy. Takes a minute. All right, so our pin is dropped. Now we're going to open it up carefully. And there is our cooked chickpeas in there.
Want to show them how you can put the cover on the side too?
Sure, right. So if you're new to the Instant Pot, these little ears sit here out of your way.
And then how do we store them?
So we just take some glass containers, we scoop them out, fill up our containers with however much you want, however little you want. grab some oven mitts because that thing is hot. And in there is the precious aquafaba. So we just cover the chickpeas in some aquafaba, let them cool off, stick them in the fridge. I'll eat those ones myself. And they're ready to use. Easy, super easy, so easy. And don't be afraid to throw in more chickpeas if you want to make more chickpeas and a little more water. If you didn't put quite 6 cups in, it's fine. If you put too much water in, it's fine. It's not really that tough. Chickpeas are just 45 minutes from dried with some water. Easy. Chickpeas. You can do it.
All right, so that was pretty easy making chickpeas, right?
Yeah, not scary at all.
No.
Might seem intimidating first time we did it.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, I hope I don't mess it up. You really can't.
No. So now we're going to make black beans.
Number 2, little powerhouses.
Yeah. But first, let's give you some nutrition facts. Black beans are also protein packed and full of fiber. They also have 15 grams of fiber and 15 grams of protein per cup cooked.
Helps balance your blood sugar thanks to slow digesting carbs. They're rich in antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, same as the ones in blueberries.
They're also high in folate, iron, and magnesium for energy and brain function.
These beans are small but mighty. They help keep you full, fueled, and focused.
Yeah.
Instant pot black beans today. Easy, just like the rest of them. This is 1 pound of black beans, which is roughly 2 1/4 cups, 2 1/2 cups, doesn't matter. Dump them in. For our black beans, we like to season it with a 1/4 onion. Just leave the peel on. We're going to pick that out, toss it later. 4 to 4 1/2 cups of hot water. Put our lid on our Instant Pot. Once again, set it from venting to sealing. And then we're going to hit pressure cook. And these are going to be 25 minutes. We're going to wait for that to build up pressure. The little silver thing is going to pop up. We're going to walk away till it beeps. Then we're going to set a timer for a 20-minute pressure release. The beans are now cooked, so we're going to set a timer for 20 minutes before we do our pressure release. All right, black beans are done. It's been 20 minutes, so now we're just going to pressure release by turning this from sealing to venting. All right, our pin has dropped, so now we're going to open it up. Check our black beans. They look beautiful. So now we're just going to remove our onion. We're going to pour them in here, let them cool off. Good? Beautiful. My glasses are steamed up. They smell amazing. I can't wait to have them on a wrap tomorrow.
And now we're going to share with you the easiest bean on our list. They're so quick and beautiful, and they're actually one of my new fave beans.
You eat them in a lot of things.
Yeah, they're like a muted, bland taste. They're not overpowering with flavor, but they're so protein.
And they've got a really cool name, honestly.
Yeah.
And they look cool. Black-eyed peas.
Right? I got a feeling. Ooh. No? Anybody?
What's that? Oh, like the band. Yeah. Well,
Well, that's the hype symbol too. Hype this video. Tonight's the night. No. Okay, so black-eyed peas. Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know.
Black-eyed peas.
So, black-eyed peas. But before we get into the nutrition facts, let us know in the comments what beans that you make in your Instant Pot. If you have one, if you do it differently than ours, right?
Right, or if you haven't used your Instant Pot yet. We've had some commenters say, well, I have one. It's still in the box. I don't know what to do with it.
Right.
I'm terrified to use it.
That's why we're hoping today's video is going to help.
Seems scary.
Yeah.
But if you are making some, let us know.
Yeah, please. Or if you do it differently than we do, let us know. Because we think our way is.
Well, it works.
Yeah, it's perfect.
We're rambling.
Okay. Black-eyed peas. They're also known as the good luck bean.
That I didn't know.
Who knew?
You knew. They have 13 grams of protein per cup cooked and 11 grams of fiber, which keeps your cholesterol in check.
They're high in folate and potassium, which helps support heart and nerve health. Low in fat, rich in complex carbs, keep you steady energy all day long.
Anti-inflammatory benefits from plant compounds and minerals.
They have good luck and good health in every spoonful. So here's how we make some black-eyed peas.
Today, we're gonna make black-eyed peas in the Instant Pot. Super easy. It's the quickest bean we have in our house to make in here. It only takes 10 minutes to cook and a 10-minute pressure release. Once again, super easy. This is a pound. Our beans in Canada generally come in a 1 pound bag. I don't know where you live, but do yours come in a 1 pound bag? Do they come in a 3 pound bag? Something different? 1 pound. It's about 2 1/4 to 2 1/3 cups. Easy, super ratio. We're gonna open our Instant Pot, dump in our 1 pound of black-eyed peas. So we pre-boiled 6 cups of water. The ratio is 1 pound of beans and 6 cups of water. Pre-boiling just makes it go quicker. Easy, just put our lid on the Instant Pot, turn it, lock it, and turn the valve from pressure release to sealing. So now we are going to just hit pressure cook, and we're going to turn this to 10 minutes for firm beans. Now this is just going to do its thing. We've got it set to pressure. And when it comes up to pressure, this little silver button that's right here is going to pop up. Once it gets up to pressure, then it'll start counting the 10 minutes. Then we're going to let it sit for 10 minutes, which is called a natural pressure release, before we open the valve. And then we'll have black-eyed peas. So easy. So now that's at 0, that's going to count to 10 minutes. We're going to set a timer for 10 minutes so we can pressure release that. We'll have beans. Okay, so our 10 minutes are up. It's been natural pressure releasing for 10 minutes. So now we're going to open this valve and steam's going to come out of here. So this is called a steam release. We're going to move this valve from this position to this position. Stand back, don't get it in your eye. We're going to wait for that silver pin to drop down. Then we're going to check our beans. So now our pin's dropped, we're going to open it up. And look, we have delicious black-eyed peas. And they've more than doubled in size. So I like to take one out, just make sure it's the consistency I like. Beautiful. We're going to unplug this, let this cool down a bit, and then we'll show you how we're going to store them. Okay, beans have cooled off some. We're just going to scoop them out with this slotted spoon. Stick them in some glass containers. And then we're going to split up this aquafaba between the two. Good stuff. And if there's not enough, you can just top them up with a little bit of water. Keep them in the fridge. They'll be good for at least a week. And we're going to put these on some wraps. We might put them in some soup. Who knows what we're going to do with these? But they're going to be great. Beans, peas, black-eyed peas. 20 minutes. Done.
So there you go. 3 different types of beans. Super easy. And another thing that we do a lot, but we didn't do in this video, is Paul will put a big thing of kombu in the chickpeas, but you don't put them in any other bean, right?
I just find they cook best with chickpeas. So kombu, if you don't know what it is dried seaweed, and it's a good source of iodine and helps you digest the beans easier.
Yes. So get some kombu, put them in your Instant Pot when cooking chickpeas. The other thing is chickpeas, again, we use them for hummus, we use them for soups and stews and casseroles, or
salads.
just putting them in a plain wrap even too, right?
Sometimes I just eat them.
Yeah, they're excellent. You can roast them with some favorite spices and have them as a late night snack. And the black beans, great for our chilies. Again, throwing them in the wrap.
Burrito bowls, putting in a wrap especially, black bean wrap. I find it's really the meatiest of the bunch.
It is. Yeah. And then the last one, the black-eyed peas. As I said, if you're not a bean lover, they're the perfect ones to start off with to get you used to eating beans.
Yeah, super mild flavor.
Yeah.
And who knew we were eating them for good luck? I didn't know that. So
they are good luck. What else is good luck? we want to thank all of our viewers and subscribers because we are over 10,000 subscribers right now, and we're so happy.
Right.
We can't thank y'all.
It's amazing. It's been under a year. It's all because of you. We're super thankful.
Yeah.
And if you're new here and you like it, please like this video
Yeah.
and consider subscribing. It really helps our channel.
It does. Every comment, every like, every share spreads our video out to the rest of the world, and then we can heal the world one person at a time.
Right, and we really do love the comments.
Yes.
And even though we have 10,000 subscribers and a ton of comments every day, Natasha works super hard to make sure she answers every comment.
I try my best. I love you all so much. All because of you is where we are today. So thank you, everybody. If you like this video, give it hype within 7 days of this video being published. And let us know in the comments if you want us to do another video. This was a video requested by our viewers, several viewers. So we hope you enjoy. Take care, everyone.
Good luck with your beans.
Oh, wait. So if you're looking for some beautiful recipes to make with your big pot of chickpeas or any beans that you like, we have an amazing chickpea cookie recipe that you can check out here.
That's right. We also have an amazing Marry Me Beans recipe that you can check out here somewhere.
Yeah, with any of the beans that you make. It can be anyone. Delish. Now, thank you for watching.
Goodbye.
Bye.